So we open up on the main 6 getting ready to go to Manehattan where Rarity will be entering some fashion competition and her friends will be there to support her. And so, to thank them, Rarity got them some presents.
I know! A paper fan! No, it's a magic trick! You know, where I pick a card and remember what it is and then you put it back in the deck so you can't look.
Rarity doesn't have time for your bullcrap today, Pinkie Pie.
These are tickets to the hottest musical on right away! You couldn't mean Henny of the Hills, because that show's been sold out for months. Or could you?
Even if she could, it doesn't matter. You're a princess now, Twilight. You could have gotten those tickets yourself. So they arrive in Manehattan where they start exploring and Rarity has a really weird talk about how generosity works, I guess.
How'd you manage to get us seats for tomorrow night? I gave some designs to the costume designer, so he pulled a few strings. You do something nice for some pony, and then you never know when they'll do something nice for you. Let us in to see Henny of the Hills.
So remember kids, bribing and manipulation are the only ways to get around in the world.
I know! Ponies just bursting into song in random places at the drop of a hat? Who does that? Oh, Manehattan, what you do to me.
So yeah, now you get a song. Personally, I think it is pretty catchy, but when you really pay attention, none of the lyrics really make any sense. Did Rarity have ADD while singing this or something? A bunch of these lines have nothing to do with each other.
Don't be so big-hearted and bold, treating strangers like they're friends. This town's too big and cold. But this is how I play my cards. I'm not about to fold. Where I see a frown, I go to town. Call me the Smile Patrol. There's nothing left for me to do but check in at the runway with my dresses by 2 this afternoon. That's only 10 minutes from now. And the runway ballroom is all the way across town. If I don't get there, I'm disqualified. Taxi!
Yeah, make sure to get a taxi because it's not like we have flight power or teleportation available, is there?
Please, won't you let her have this taxi? She has somewhere very important to be right away.
Not likely. She can get in line like the rest of us.
Wow, a random civilian denying a princess a taxi. Now this is gold.
Runway Plaza in 7 minutes. Can you make it?
Hang on!
Any pony else got a sneaking suspicion we're forgetting something?
The dresses!
Oh no, Rarity forgot the dresses. Will there be repercussions? Is she disqualified or is this whole plot thread going to be solved immediately?
Got them right here, man. Your friends told me you need these in a hurry.
Oh, of course. So Rarity arrives at the place where they would be preparing for tomorrow's main event, and she also meets one of the other competitors.
Surrey Polo Mare from the Ponyville Knitters League. Remember me?
Is it just me, or is there something very off-putting about her voice, though?
Because I moved here to make it in the big city. Okay.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's because that in a show where everyone over-exaggerates and emotes way too much, seeing a solid performance is just very unusual.
Would you mind terribly if I took a swatch?
Oh, not at all. Here, I have loads extra.
You're sure?
Positive.
So Rarity lends her some of her fabric, only to find, well, this the next day.
You stole my fabric!
You gave it to me, remember?
I gave you the fabric for accents, not for your whole line.
So Rarity goes to tell her friends what happened, and they decide to make an entirely new fashion line overnight.
This new line is going to be marvelous.
Are you planning on making your new line of fashion out of random hotel stuff? What were the implications of that? Well, it doesn't matter because she enslaves all her friends to do all the hard work even though she's proven in previous episodes that she can easily do all of this herself with the power of magic, you lazy butt.
You said if we skip dinner at the Farfield Tavern, you'd order a meal for us to eat while we keep working. Don't fret, it'll be here in an hour. Well, we're supposed to be watching Henny of the Hills by then. Oh, I see. I go out of my way to get you tickets for a show, and this is how you repay me?
A show that you won't be able to see if you do repay me? So they skip the show, work through the night, and manage to get Rarity's clothes done just in time.
And now, Rarity from Ponyville with her brand new line, Hotel Chic.
Oh, I guess they actually did take apart the hotel room to make her new clothesline. Huh, I didn't see that coming. So as you'd expect, the audience loves it immediately, although when Rarity's friends don't show up for the show, she assumes that what happened yesterday completely ruined their friendship.
What have I done?
Well, I guess somebody assassinated Rarity. Well, that was a— oh no, wait, I added that in there. Oops.
Rarity, they all adore you! Aren't you going to tell them about your fabulous pieces? I have to go.
What the heck was that? I mean, the banner turns rainbow, then she has rainbows in her eyes? Explain! Explain! What does that mean? Anyway, she finds her friends and makes up with them, and even though Suri tells them that they lost, Rarity managed to get them an exclusive showing of that one show they wanted to see to thank them anyway.
Pretty clever how I convinced her to stay away from Prim, wasn't it? Wouldn't have wanted her to find out the truth now, would we?
So when asked how exactly she got the cast to do an exclusive showing, she explained that she bribed her costume designer guy again and said that she'd design all the costumes for the next performance, which would imply she'd be away from Ponyville for a while. And I find this notion to be very interesting because it could implicate that someday they aren't going to have each other. I wonder if this is just foreshadowing, if this is just thrown in there at the last minute, but I kind of want to see how that would happen now.
Mind if I join you?
So Coco Pamel shows up, and guess what she brings with her?
This is the first place trophy for Fashion Week.
With my name on it.
Zuri was hoping that if you didn't claim your prize, the judges would consider it a forfeit and first place would go to her. So, she lied to make you and your friends go away and, well, I lied too. I've worked for Zuri for so long, I started to believe that it really is every pony for herself in this town. Until I saw how generous you were with your friends and how generous they were with you. It made me start believing there was something better for me out there. So I quit.
Dang, for a secondary character that shows up at the last minute and barely had any screen time earlier, I really like her. She's very developed and interesting. I kind of want to see her in future episodes sometime, even if it is just in the background.
How would you like to work for my friend making all the costumes for his next show?
So Rarity gives her job as the fashion designer to Coco and they head back to Ponyville where we have the moral of the story and, this. Again with the rainbows, what the heck does it mean? Is this some sort of foreshadowing? Because if it is, this is just ridiculous. I mean, banners and then weird eye colors and now spools of string. What is it? Anyway, that was Rarity Takes Manehattan. Personally, I really like this episode. I really like how it goes back to the initial soap opera format from the first 3 seasons where you get developed characters that deal with real life problems and see how they cope with it and what they learn in the end. It was well written, had lots of memorable characters. I really liked this episode for the most part. The only thing I could care less for in this episode were the songs, which I feel like the episode could have gone without and didn't really purpose the narrative whatsoever, although they weren't particularly bad or anything, so I'll give them that. Okay, so those were my thoughts on Rarity Takes Manehattan. Thank you for watching. My name is Gil, and I'll be seeing you very soon.